Here we go. It's Firstkiller versus AJ and not Forky. That was the previous matchup. This one is AJ. AJ advancing with a victory royale against Mr. Skippy in Game 5. And he has found his way to a matchup against one of the people that I think is favored. I don't know if that's... no one's favored to beat Diaz. Diaz and maybe AYYJAYY are the two players most likely to win. But it would not surprise me if people have Firstkiller around that number 3. AJ has often shown that he has the ability to take down anybody in 1v1 when he's on his game. The question is he on his game? Now, it's hard to know because he has officially, on Twitter.com, aka X.com, retired from RLCS. He has said he is done playing the RLCS. He has lost the motivation to do it, but is still going to stream and play, and I think he could be live right now. Who knows? Chat, is AJ live right now? Streaming his ones run. Usually, once players retire, they end up being live more. He's not live, so it sounds like he is going to be playing this ones tournament a bit more locked in than he otherwise would, and maybe that's showing as he is up 2-0 against Firstkiller. Now, anybody who played around the time that Firstkiller was dominant probably has a really poor head-to-head matchup with Firstkiller, as he beat... That's a great shot from AJ. As he trounced just about everybody he played against, and AJ was around during those times as he fakes and goes to the ground. So something tells me if I were to look up AJ's record against Firstkiller all time, it's not going to go great for him. But I know he's gotten some wins as of late. People have been able to pick up wins against Firstkiller in recent ones history, as AJ picking up the zap dashing where Forky left off. That's a great shot from Firstkiller. AJ announced his retirement. Yes, if you did not hear, Mr. AJ has announced his retirement from the RLCS. He no longer has the motivation to grind. And he even said, you know, people might ask why leave the ones game, or sorry, the threes game when you still have it. Because I would say his proof is in his M80 team. His M80 team winning 3-0 in the Swiss many times. Sure, they had their struggles in the playoffs, but they were beating teams like G2. I mean, he clearly had the levels. Whether they were slipping up, I mean, it definitely was not retirement window type levels. But he has decided to hang it up because he has lost motivation. I believe that is what his tweet said. Now, I have been able to pull up his history with Firstkiller, and it's actually got to be one of the better histories of any North American, because he is currently 4-5 against Firstkiller. So only one loss down in the historic series between the two of them. If he could win here today, he would equalize the all-time series with Firstkiller. And I'm thinking there's very few people in North America who have a record like that, as Firstkiller is going to miss a long shot, and AJ is going to be able to walk it in the opposite way to make it 6-2. I'm going to go pull up Firstkiller and look at his rivalries here. As far as North Americans, I mean, I guess Diaz doesn't count. He's had a bad matchup against Diaz, but that's because he's played Diaz all in recent memory when he hasn't quite been as dominant. And he does not have a favorable matchup against Daniel. And then if you consider Jack to be North American, because they probably played a bunch when he was in North America. But everybody else he has a winning record against. So AJ going to be adding himself to a pretty impressive list here. He just owned gold, right? Okay, I was confused there. Wait, did he? No, I was looking away. I'll be honest, chat. I was looking at the histories and the matchups. I don't know what happened there. I think it was an own goal. But 6-3 still in favor of AJ. As Firstkiller going to try and just speed up this dribble and attempt to score. And AJ dives in the corner and makes no contact. So he's going to make Firstkiller's life easy once he sees the miss. And halfway through the game, he's been able to reduce the lead to 2. AJ low 50. Gonna get himself a goal off the kickoff as he shows all the different dashing you can use in your ones game. Zap dashing, wall dashing into the 50. Dumb question. Will there be a 2v2 Arm the Rebels? I tell you what, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. That is far from a dumb question because the next Arm the Rebels is in fact 2 versus 2. Chalkcast, I think, recognized that with Salt Mine happening, the 1v1 crowd was being serviced, and so they have decided to switch up Arm the Rebels to be 2v2. So the next one is 2v2. I think you have to sign up with your teammate, and I believe signups open, or are open maybe, right now. Exclamation point, register in the chat, and all you have to do is find a friend. That shouldn't be hard, right? Will Dan Mode be there? It's hard to say. I'm sure they'll be invited because I bet a bunch of twos teams will be invited and will not have to qualify. And I'm imagining that Daniel in Beast Mode probably will get an invite. Whether they accept it is a different question. AJ up 9-4 in and out off of his save. He's got a 5-goal lead with 1:30 left to go. Big announcement, by the way, tomorrow. Turn Down is trying to guess what it is. I'm praying that your big announcement tomorrow. FK is ready to go next. 10-4. There's still 1:28 left to go. A huge game 1 win for AJ. As we head to game number 2. Buffalo, they have the 100 bits. Slay J at it again. We have Slay as an emote, right? Do we not? I thought we did. Is 7TV broken? Chat, do we not have Slay? Anyways, Firstkiller gonna get the first goal off the kickoff. I'm gonna go check and make sure we do or don't have Slay. Oh, is it 3Ys? Oh, it's 3Ys. We're gonna add it for Slay J. Listen, that's why we need it. Trust me. No other reasons. Although Slay J is not slaying right now, he is down 2-0 in game number 2. Even though Friendly Koi wants to say cat in the bag. I can't believe that cat in the bag emote has gotten as much use as it has. Is it just you? If I went and looked through the logs, is it just Friendly Koi? Something tells me you're the one who suggested it and you're the one who uses it. The cat in that bag emote, we really just don't need it. It really just doesn't need to be in the chat, and yet here it is showing up almost every stream. AJ! Full field dribble. Catching Firstkiller, wave dashing in too deep. Who else in the chat has never lost to FK? Type 1 in the chat if you've never lost to Firstkiller. Maybe his North American dominance isn't as good as we thought. Wow. We have a ton of chatters here who have never lost to Firstkiller. Now that I think about it, I think I have to take him off the GOAT list for 1v1 North America. He clapped me in Salt Mine test lobby. Tiny Terry's like, oh, I can't say one. I can't say one. Firstkiller afraid of the OCE servers. Firstkiller is not afraid to pass the ball to himself off the ceiling. He loves to do that. What a 50. Is AJ going to be able to get this? No. And he no looks it as well. The side flip to finish it off. I have lost to a pro in ranked ones. Have I told you guys that story? Totally true and real story. Played against... Well, wait, the way I said that made it seem like it's not true. It is totally true and real, just to be clear. I played against Dapper in ranked 1v1. And I was raging, obviously, because this guy was beating me and he was lucky. Only I very quickly realized this is probably not luck. This guy is really good. And then by the end of it, I was like, I'm looking up the leaderboard. Nice long shot counter to AJ, who was trying to go to the ceiling to stop an air dribble. And turns out, yeah, he's top 100. So I don't know why he got queued up against me, because I wasn't like, this might have been original season 1. So I was still not like the highest rank, maybe gold 1, but not like gold 3, which is, or plat, which I think was top 100. So I don't know why I got queued against him. He did indeed destroy me. Since I can't make it to tomorrow's stream, can you tell me the huge announcement now? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll just hit you in the DMs right now. Here you go. All you guys had to do was ask. Firstkiller up 6-1 in game number 2. Oh, AJ, a legendary own goal. AJ, wait, oh, that was the last time Firstkiller touched it. He's trying to avoid, unfortunately I made him watch it. Trying to avoid the demo. And he did avoid the demo. Gotta give him that. But he's gonna slap it in his own net. This is crazy. AJ just went 10-3, 10-4 against Firstkiller in the first game. And we are absolutely on pace for a 10-4 the other way. AJ still not giving up though, but he is indeed running out of time. Gonna have to score on this possession. I would guess that if Firstkiller were to score again, we're in the range that we could see a dropout, but AJ is maybe not skipping this replay. Next after the kickoff. He wants to test the kickoff? Now next? Okay, all right, now next. He wants to go next after the kickoff. He wanted to test the kickoff real quick. And then he was down to go next. I mean, Firstkiller could have not gone to the kickoff. He could have not allowed him to test it out, but all right. AJ tests out his kickoff in the final moments of a loss in game number 2. Will he instantly get a kickoff goal? Oh my goodness, is he Giga Brain? Is AJ Giga Brain? He said next, but after the kickoff. I don't know what's weirder. If he had said next after the kickoff, which was weird, and then he goes to the kickoff, and then we go to the next game. Or if he had just done the kickoff, pretended like he wasn't going to forfeit, and then just said next, regardless of the result. It would have been certainly a weird time to forfeit, but you can technically just ask for next whenever you want. AJ is certainly 5-head though, as he's now up 1-0 off the kickoff goal at the start of game number 3. Firstkiller, if he can get a reset high, would certainly be able to punish AJ, and AJ knows that, so he's jumped up on his low boost to attempt to stop it, because that is a great grab of a reset right outside the net. You're going to be very busy jogging your bear tomorrow evening. Any chance you could tell me the big announcement? Well, depending on what time zone you're in, you should be fine, because it's in my morning, and all of the U.S.'s morning. And considering it is crazy late right now in EU, I'm guessing we don't have a ton of EU people here. We never know. AJ reset at ceiling heights. Firstkiller comes flying in. The ball still so close to the ceiling. Not a lot of outplay maneuvering AJ could do. What a great catch. Great catch, 50. Firstkiller able to get the follow-up save though. AJ not willing to commit the backflip shot. Instead just reverses the backward shot and then half flips after. Had he committed, maybe could have gotten a goal, but he's elected to play safer. And will he be rewarded? The answer is no. Firstkiller takes him off the map and gets the goal the other way. Do you think in RLCS 1v1s they'll be allowed to go next? You know, I don't know. I am not sure. I feel like if you have two people commentating, they can waffle a little bit more when a game is clearly over, like say the 10-5 game or the 8-9-1 game that we just forfeit. You know, the RLCS ones are probably not going to be solo casted, and so the two people commentating can just kind of start discussing the strategy of the whole event together, or a whole, you know, series together in a little bit more fulfilling way. But I wouldn't be against allowing forfeits. I think forfeits are allowed in a lot of other 1v1 competitive environments. Chat, let me know if StarCraft is maybe, you know, like forfeits are in highest of competition, expected and understandable. Once you've lost, you've lost. In fact, I mean, StarCraft's a little bit different. But like to full out win the game, like almost every game ends in a forfeit, right? I think those RTS games end in forfeit way more often than Rocket League games do. But I think it's still understandable to forfeit in Rocket League. Firstkiller up 5-1. Only the Gigabrain kickoff goal for AJ so far. Needs to find a way to use those advanced tactics at other parts of the game. Sorry if asked already. Does this end with semis and pick up tomorrow? No, the whole thing is played in one day. You could forfeit to cut momentum. Yeah, prevent tilt is probably the bigger thing. AJ, what a shot. He passed the Diaz challenge for sure, because I'm pretty sure that started on the back wall. Maybe not. Might have been short of it. But either way, it was a great finish. Now from the sidewall, AJ ends up putting it back towards Firstkiller. A little zap dash recovery to get him back to the ball. Prevents any counter. This has been a solid possession for AJ, but one that you can't really afford to have when you're already down by so much. You need to be scoring a little bit faster. He does get his goal. And now it's a minute 17 to get a couple kickoff goals. Yeah, we're going to be watching the whole way. We'll continue to watch party even once our games are over, so you can hang out here for the rest of the tournament and get all the action. AJ carries this one directly into Firstkiller, who has the landing dash to secure the goal. A minute and 1 left to go. If Firstkiller were to score another goal, we might get another kickoff then next. Who knows? Maybe there'll be even more prerequisites to the next. Can you just pre-next? Next, if he scores the next one after X amount of time. But if I keep it in, then not next. AJ has indeed retired, according to his own words. I feel like retirements are not like official, especially for someone as good as AJ, until they're not on a team at the start of the next season. You know what I mean? Anybody else feel that way? No reason to believe it. Oh, what a save. That it's not true. I would give it a 99% chance that AJ has in fact retired. That's what he says. But he hasn't skipped an RLCS yet. Ooh, sheesh. Nasty shot from Firstkiller. Game is over whether forfeit or not at this point. And yeah, AJ is going to drop the next. In and out. Not able to get the save. Whoops, I meant to pause. Save us the 15 seconds. Game number 3 going to go to Firstkiller. After getting crushed in game 1, he has bounced back and kept momentum. Game number 4. Firstkiller and AJ. AJ fighting to equalize the all-time series against Firstkiller. Firstkiller would extend it to 6-4 if he were to get a win here in one of the next 2 games. But AJ will be the first to strike to make it 1-0. Hi, we all have shocking days on tomorrow and won't be able to make it. None of you guys are going to be able to make it to the announcement tomorrow at 11 Eastern. You guys are going to want to be there. Firstkiller getting out above AJ, and as soon as he does, it's a walk in the park for him. Do you really want to announce it to nobody? You should just say it now. You make an interesting argument. These guys both fighting each other for a long time on the side wall, where they could be giving up earlier and headed to nets. Stand a chance on defense. Instead, taking the risky, more volatile path. It's led to a few easy goals. Or sorry, I should say a few quick goals. Firstkiller back wall bump. Gonna make it 2-2. Can you announce the announcement now? I basically have. I have announced the announcement. I don't do that very often, but I am announcing an announcement tomorrow. Mr. Hoon, they with 182 primes. That's not how it actually is. The 182 is on your name, but why not? I'll give you credit for 182 primes. Firstkiller rolling through the ball in the resets. AJ managing to dodge a demo. AJ chaining some dashes. He's not able to hook that ball enough to get his air dribble set up. Firstkiller loves passing to himself off the ceiling. But AJ makes the recovery. Tried to chain dash his way into a good challenge in the corner, but it's going to be forced into defense in net. Firstkiller seems really unwilling to actually take this air dribble. And at first, falling to the ground, seemed like a potential advantage. But after the follow-ups that he also tried to bail out of, he did not bail out of them very well. Going to allow AJ to get a demo. Now play some offense the other way. Great placement from AJ. Firstkiller takes a trip far out of the net to the midfield and leaves open the top left corner. That's exactly where AJ's able to slot it. AJ wanted to control this down to the ground, and when he sent it too far away, he started to panic and flipped through the ball, where Firstkiller was just waiting for his free chance and had a really smooth half flip flick to set up his possession. The announcement is Feer does in fact think he is Johnny. What do you do when you show up in other chats? Does this guy think he's Johnny? That name does not apply to any other chat, I would assume. Nice play from HA. Wave dash. Pop up the back wall. Firstkiller hesitant to challenge. Got stuck reversing. Which is never a place you want to find yourself for very long. And ends up not playing into his favor. It's really weird that Does This Guy Think He's Johnny account was made in 2016 but followed Feer last week. I mean, you can change your name on your account. So surely he just changed his name on his account. I think as long as you don't have like partner or anything, there's no resistance to changing your name. Firstkiller wanted the follow-up 50, didn't get it, but he got the angle. HA gonna fake the kickoff. It worked successfully. What does he do with all the space and time? Bit of a slow setup on his wall to air dribble. Allows Firstkiller to get to ceiling height at midfield before he really gets it going. And now out of the corner. Firstkiller going to land on the ball to send it out ahead. AJ going to drop him the nice one. Firstkiller proactive defense has worked out well. Tons of different times. AJ has brought the ball up to the ceiling. Firstkiller's been able to take it away. Rewarded with a goal this time. And AJ, great save, but no way gets the follow-up. Firstkiller, I don't even think was necessarily trying to shoot around him. Just knew if he boomed the ball, there was no way AJ was going to be able to get back in time. AJ going to throw in a bit of cheese as he tries to finish this one off. Cheese in the form of a delay kickoff that he then uses to get a demo onto Firstkiller. Fake flick, tries to go for 50. And the ball pinches out perfectly for first. 7-4. It's not the end, but it's close to it. AJ needs a great kickoff here. Wave dash kickoff for both. And AJ will be getting his quick goal. Now, one more quick one. Then you got all the time in the world to get the final goal. He's going to go delay. And Firstkiller rushing back to the ball is trying to get a possession going. He's so quick. And he's able to use that to his advantage. AJ doing his best. It's a no-look from Firstkiller to ice out the series. The double is successful. How early did we turn on the no-look? That's pretty good, man. That is a pretty early no-look. I think we had Nas hit a nasty one to close out his series in the EU Arm the Rebels. Is Firstkiller on track to win in the tournament like Nas was? AJ sends it over the top. One final one for the fans. Firstkiller going to fall from ceiling height. A pogo from AJ. He knows the pogo MO, but Firstkiller still denies it and takes the series 3-1 and now has the all-time lead over AJ 6-4.